We will begin our journey to discover the origins of the Bichon Frisé, starting from what has been the cradle of civilization, the Mediterranean basin. Here as early as 350 BC, Aristotle had described small white long-haired dogs that lived in coastal towns and near ports, and classified them as melitensis. It is from the cross between melitensis dogs and other water dogs, with curly hair of the spaniel type called barbet, that Bichon originated. The word Bichon, contraction of Bichon, appeared only in 1694 in the first edition of the Dictionary of French Academy. His definition was small dog with long hair and short nose. At the beginning of the 13th century, the Bichons spread in the coastal cities of half of Europe, brought by sailors through the merchant routes. They were used to hunt rats and they were bartered. Today the Bichon subgroup includes Maltese Bolognese, Havanese and Bichon Frisé. But exactly where did the latter breed originate? It is thought that some Bichon from Spain were introduced to the Canary Islands. In particular in the largest of the islands, Tenerife. Here the ancestors of the Bichon Frisé, the Bichon Tenerife, were bred and selected. In the 15th century it is possible that specimens of Bichon Tenerife returned to the continent, perhaps precisely in Italy, which in the meantime had become the site of traffic and trade. In Italy, an era of great social, cultural, scientific and artistic upheavals was beginning. It was the Renaissance. The merchants, who were the emerging social class, became the patrons of writers and artists, and it is thanks to the work of the latter if today we can reconstruct the evolution and spread of dog breeds. In fact, fortunately, both the dogs used for hunting and the small companion dogs, Bichon, were widely represented in the works of the time. The Renaissance style arrived in France with the Wars of Italy in the early 1500s, and so the Bichons entered the courts of the kingdom, acquiring and retaining enormous popularity for over 200 years. The ladies kept them in womb, also using them as real warmers to relieve the pains of the cycle. France's first great patron of the arts gave impetus to the French Renaissance. During his reign, the Bichons were already widespread among aristocrats at court. But it was with Henry III that Bichon reached the peak of fame. It is said that he himself used to bring his own favorites during walks inside a basket tied to the neck. It was with him that the French verb bichon was born, which means to pamper. In this period we can also see the first groomed Bichon in the Lyon style. Bichon was now widespread also in the courts of Spain, Belgium and England. But, suddenly, his luck changed with the French Revolution of 1789, which put an end to the absolute monarchy. He found himself to be a street dogger at best, employed in circus performances. Later he still had ups and downs. It regained some popularity during Napoleon III's Second Bonapartist Empire until 1870. Then it disappeared, reappearing only after the First World War, when fans of the breed began a selection program. In 1933 the official standard written by Madame Abadie of Sterenvaux was adopted by the Central Canine Society of France. In 1934 he was then admitted to the register of the French Kennel Club. The name of the breed that was still Tenerife was replaced with a Poil Frisé precisely because of the characteristics of its coat. The International Federation recognized the Bichon Frisé as a breed of French-Belgian origin. In 1956, 6 specimens of Bichon Frisé were brought to the United States by a French married couple, and there the breeding of the breed began on the American soil. In 1964, together with other passionate breeders, they formed the Breed Club. In 1972, the Bichon Frisé was fully recognized by the American Kennel Club, and the first subjects were able to participate in the national championship. Just in America, the modern grooming of Bichon was born, able to enhance its morphological characteristics and its proud and elegant bearing. Thus embellished, it soon spread all over the world. Much appreciated in England and the Nordic European countries, where the largest and most important breeders are now located. For centuries, the Bichon Frisé has managed to preserve its noble spirit, its affectionate, playful character through wars and revolutions. And perhaps even more, the one that probably caught the attention of painters such as Titian, Goya and Renoir, his ever-smiling look.